Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today we're going to be doing the daily reading for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. And today is a day that's ruled by the third eye and guided by free will. And the galactic signature of today is the yellow magnetic human energy. And we are entering another 13-day wave spell right now. And so that means for the next 13 days, this yellow magnetic human energy is going to be the overriding energy. And then, of course, we have the energies within each of the days. But there's a larger pattern here with this 13-day wave spell. And that pattern is embracing and working with the energy of the yellow magnetic human. And so as we go into the daily energies from here, we can see how we can utilize those energies to really strengthen and work within this energy of the yellow magnetic human. The yellow human energy is all about influencing free will and wisdom. And it's this idea of us merging our primal nature with our higher consciousness, with our divine nature. And so how those two natures merge, how we bring those together, how we experience those as a unified whole, especially with this magnetic tone, which is all about unification and purpose, right? Unifying and attracting our purpose. So this is a really, really beautiful energy. We're looking at free will. We're understanding free will. We're understanding how everything that we do, say, and think contributes to the collective consciousness. Right? And the way that we can impact the collective consciousness through our own thoughts, actions, and behaviors, as well as through the wisdom we share, right? And this wisdom is gained through our experience. It is this gift of free will that allows us to have any experience we wish to have when we are here, right? And anywhere, really. But especially when we are here in this three-dimensional earth. The three-dimensional earth that is, of course, shifting into a different dimension. But we're talking about the three-dimensional earth and beyond, I guess. And so in any dimension of this earth plane, we have free will. We will continue to have free will as we ascend into the fourth dimension, and then from beyond into the fifth dimension, and so on and so forth, right? It's our will just merges more and more with the divine will as we continue to ascend. That's what happens, right? But it's still our own free will. And it is from this place of free will that we make the choices that we make. We then have the experiences that we have, and then we gain the wisdom from those experiences. And then we act from that place of wisdom. And as we act from that place of wisdom, we begin to lift the collective. We put different energy in the collective consciousness. And we share that wisdom with others, which is how we influence, right? We share that wisdom that we've gained. And we don't expect other people to utilize that, right? We don't expect them to make free will decisions based on our wisdom, but we can offer it in the hopes that perhaps it will make them or help them make a better free will decision for themselves, right? And this is all, when we're talking about unifying and attracting our purpose, right? We're really looking at the unifying aspect of this yellow human energy throughout this 13-day wave spell. We're looking at the part that we play in the collective and how we can influence that with love, at the same time honoring everybody's free will journey and the fact that they came here as souls to experience that, right? Anytime we try to push our thoughts, our opinions, or our beliefs on another person, we are attempting to influence their free will, and we're impeding their process, their own process of learning and soul growth. And so we don't want to do that. What we want to do is just be open so that when people have questions, they can come to us. If they want to hear about our wisdom, we can share it with them, right? And also knowing, as we said, that everything that we do, think, and say contributes to the collective consciousness. So we can make a major influential impact simply by the way that we conduct ourselves and the way that we carry ourselves in our own personal lives. All right, and the affirmation for today is, I unify in order to influence, attracting wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power doubled. And when we're seeking to unify under this energy, a lot of it has to do with understanding everything that we just said, right? that everybody is a sovereign spiritual being, that we are all pieces of this beautiful spiritual light, and we're all just having our own experiences. And we can see pieces of ourselves in other people. When people are going through struggles that we've gone through, we can identify with that, right? We don't take it on, but we can identify with that. And that's when we have a really great opportunity to share our wisdom, because it comes directly from our experience, and it directly relates to their experience and what it is that they are dealing with and going through and working through right now. So it's really beautiful when we can come together like that, honoring that each and every one of us is on our own individual human journey, but we also share a collective journey. So the astrology for today, we have the moon in Taurus. And so this is a very sensual energy. This is a very earthy energy. We're really going to enjoy our creature comforts right now. We're going to enjoy beauty. We're going to enjoy just all of the finer things, all of the pleasurable things about life. So really embracing that energy. This is great energy for self-care, for really indulging oneself in those, like that nice bubble bath or that nice walk in nature, whatever it is. Taurus really likes to please the senses, sitting down and having a really nice meal with the people that we love. What's interesting about this Taurus energy in this moon today is that it's coming into conjunction with Uranus. So which is of course in the sign of Taurus as well. And so this is giving us, Uranus is that REBELLIOUS energy, right? It's that energy that pushes us, it gets us to think outside of the box. And Uranus in Taurus has been, I don't want to spell this one out, it's going to take forever. REVOLUTIONIZED. Our experience, and is continuing to do this when it comes to what it is that we value, what it is that holds importance to us, right? We're seeing a major shift in our value system collectively as Uranus transforms this energy. And so we're really going to be focused on the things that we value today, the things that we care about, the things that make us feel good. But we're also going to be, this Uranus energy is adding an extra layer of inspiration when it comes to all of the really supportive energies we have still going on. These are ongoing energies, right? We felt some of them before the new moon. We felt some of them since the new moon, around the new moon. And so these energies are continuing to build. And this is, of course, I'm talking about the bisextile between Mars, Chiron, and Saturn, as well as the bisextiles between Pluto, the Sun and Venus, and true black moon, right? So really a lot of energy inviting us to evolve, inviting us to shed the chains of oppression anywhere that they exist within our lives. Where are we suppressing ourselves? Where are we repressing ourselves? Where are we afraid to let ourselves shine and be seen, and to really step into the embodiment of who we are? How are we practicing these lessons around our empowerment, right? Where are we getting opportunities to practice those, and are we taking advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves? So Uranus just coming in to add a little extra oomph to that, especially with this connection to the moon, which is our emotional nature. And yes, what else? And the moon also making a sextile to the conjunction between Mercury and Pallas, which is still moving. They're not exact yet, but they're very, very close at this point. They're less than 2 degrees apart. And with Mercury now in the sign of Pisces, which I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday. I did that reading late at night the night before. I actually went and I had my first combo frog medicine experience yesterday, and we do it very early in the morning because you can't eat for 10 to 12 hours beforehand. So I had to do the reading the day before, and I may have spaced. Somebody pointed out in the comments when it's talking about that all of that mental energy coming in with that heart energy, that's a perfect description of Mercury and Pisces, and they were absolutely correct about that. So yeah, Mercury is in Pisces, and yes, for anyone who's interested, the combo was amazing. I'm looking forward to doing more of it and seeing what benefits for my physical health, my spiritual health, my emotional health continue to come from that. And so yes, highly recommend. It was not nearly as scary as I was worried that it was going to be. It was overall a really beautiful experience. Yeah. So that was really great. But yes, so we have the moon sextiling Mercury and Pallas. So this is really helping us. It's like with this Uranus, with Mercury and Pallas, right, all talking to and supporting the moon here. This is helping us feel courageous in our emotional nature, right? The sign of Taurus is not necessary. I mean, Taurus is very courageous, but Taurus can also be a bit slow moving and a bit not hesitant and resistant to move out of its comfort zone. But we have a lot of energy supporting us in doing that right now, which is really, really beautiful. And just showing us the ways that we can do this. Showing us how we can do it with ease and grace is what I'm feeling. Right? Because it doesn't have to be, like, we can move out of our comfort zone and it doesn't have to feel intensely uncomfortable. It depends on how we look at it, how we approach it. And so I think we're getting a lot of energy right now showing us the best ways that we can approach this. And yes, we still have this conjunction with Neptune, Venus. The sun's still gently a part of this conjunction. The sun is close enough to Venus, and Venus is within a few degrees of Neptune. So they're all still connected in their energies. And we also have Chiron and Ceres very, very much conjunct still, bringing in that gentle healing energy, that nurturing energy, that soothing balm, if you will, that's really helping us. It's like we're putting everything into perspective. Everything that we've been sifting through, everything that we've been releasing, we're understanding it a little bit more where it needs to be understood, and we're really in the process of healing from it now. Like it's sort of like that wound the Band-Aid was ripped off that wound over the past few weeks, and now we're getting the energy that's coming in to actually heal that. It's just we have to heal things at the root, right? So that means like we got to go deep first. So for all those who have been courageous enough to do that, this is big, beautiful, fresh energy coming in to assist us as we move forward. And yeah, I don't know, I'm being called to do a little bit of tarot, so let's see what the tarot has to say for today. Clear. Guidance for March 16th, Tuesday. They know. And we know time is fluid anyway, right? So whenever you're watching this, you are meant to see it. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands and the Palace of Swords coming out. But honestly, in this Nine of Wands card, he's looking, to me, he's looking kind of relaxed. Like he's just chilling on the stoop there. It's like a lot of times we look at this as the Wounded Warrior card. But the way I'm feeling this now is just that he's not feeling so wounded. He is, he's very much just chilling there. It's like he has all of his wands behind him. He's been through some stuff, right? Kind of like we said. But he's not stressing about it anymore. And he's not stressing, like, he's not just letting anybody into his castle. That's what I feel is up here. I feel like his Palace of Swords is up there somewhere. And he's just sort of like, yeah, no, I'm just chilling here. I'm just taking a rest. I put in a lot of work. And now I'm just relaxing. You know, see, I've taken my helmet off. I'm not FIGHTING anymore. And yeah, I'm not gonna let anybody pass who isn't worthy. But at the same time, like there's no BATTLE here anymore, right? And that part of that is because of this. This is intellectual knowledge. This is an intellectually stimulating environment. This is just a place of being on point logically, basically. Utilizing our mind in a strong sense. I feel like that's part of what this BATTLE that he was engaged in at one point in time was all about. It was gaining that mental clarity, gaining that strength and stability on the mental level, right? And we've been learning how to work with our minds, right? This is something that we've been talking about as our manifestation, as we move more and more toward the 4D and the 5D, right? Our manifestations are going to be happening very quickly, so we're learning how to train our minds. And it's like he has his mind fully trained at this point. And so that paranoia, all of those energies aren't sneaking in either. He's like, his eyes are closed. Like he doesn't even feel like he needs to look around him. He can sense, right? Who and what is coming. He doesn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So I love that energy. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So once again, that fire and that air energy, right? This is our passion. This is our creativity. This is our spirituality. And this is us learning how to make our minds work toward that goal, right? How to be friends with our minds, how to be the masters of our minds, right? And then we have the wheel coming out, and that's really bringing in some blessings. That's allowing the wheel to turn. That's allowing, it's like working through and understanding this lesson is really helping the wheel to turn in our favor, and it's bringing in some incredible blessings. This is Jupiterian energy, right, with the wheel. I love it. And the wheel is number 10, right? So we started with a 9 and now we're at a 10. And then we move from a 10 to an 11 with the Justice card. Yes, right? This is balance, right? This is Libra energy. So really coming into balance. Yeah, this balanced, it's once again the balanced mind energy that I'm feeling. Yeah. Which I absolutely love. I absolutely love. And it's bringing about, with the wheel, with the Justice card, this makes me think of karma. This makes me think of karmic blessings, karmic returns coming through, which is interesting. Definitely destined and fated events. And then we have the Three of Swords coming out. Tell me more. With the Moon and the Ace of Wands and the Magician on the bottom of the deck, you guys. Okay? All right. So, this is lovely. So, this is sort of like, and we've talked about this. This has come up in some of the readings I've done lately, right? Deciding which wolf we want to feed. We have two wolves that live inside of us. One, I don't remember the exact verbiage of it, so I'm going to put it like this. One holds our lower vibratory energy and instincts and drives. One is our higher vibration instincts and drives, right? So which wolf within us wins? The one that we feed. And so it's realizing which one we want to feed. And I'm also feeling this right now too, and we're talking about the yellow human energy, which is balancing, learning how to balance our primal instinctual nature with our higher spiritual nature. And so the balance of those aspects of our nature coming back into right balance, and that came out in the reading yesterday as well. So really learning how to balance that. And to go in, this is like with these two cards as well, I'm feeling this as like that, the energy that we were talking about diving deep into our shadow, diving deep into anywhere where we're still holding pain within us, right? Pain that needs to be understood, lessons. I'm noticing in this card, it puts the Three of Swords as Saturn in Libra energy. All right, which is very much lessons of balance, right? So that's really interesting. Karmic lessons. When we talk about the Wheel and the Justice card, major karmic lessons and cycles that we had to understand. Where is this pain repeating in my life and why, right? What is the core wound when we talk about having to go deep within, right? Ripping off that Band-Aid, having to go deep within to find the core, to find the root. What is that? And so we had to journey into this place, right? This place deep within ourselves, deep within our subconscious. Those subconscious hurts, right? Those subconscious, where is it that, and with this betrayal energy, I'm not even feeling it so much as an outer betrayal, right? Because we are healing stuff from that, right? But we're looking even more deeply still as like, where do I feel as though I've betrayed myself? And where am I ready to stop doing that? Right? And that's where this Ace of Wands energy comes in. This is passion. This is fire. This is spirituality. This is, this wand is lit, right? That fire is lit. So this is a whole new cycle of spiritual POWER, especially with the Magician on the bottom of the deck. What do you want to create today? Right? All right. And then, of course, oh, that's beautiful energy coming out. We get the Eight of Pentacles popping out when we said, what do you want to create today? Which is being hard at work at your craft, developing your skills, developing your abilities, right? Working towards something, being recognized for the work that you're doing. This is gaining new certificates, gaining new, breaking new ground, right? Mastering your craft. And so that's what this energy is really bringing us to, a whole new level of mastery when it comes to the energies that we're working with, when it comes to our spiritual gifts, when it comes to our ability to be effective in our world, right? So that is gorgeous. And it's like people may be finding new ways to go about this too, new things that they want to learn, how they want to incorporate. I'm feeling some people, it's like you're now going to begin understanding how you can incorporate all of the different things that you've learned, all the different skills and trades, all the different crafts, how you can bring it all together, basically, is the energy that I'm feeling. How it is, and this also applies to the different things in our lives. We're really seeing and understanding how all of the different experiences were gifts because we bring them all together and they make something really profound and beautiful. How everything was preparing us, and I look down, there's a 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, right? How everything was preparing us for what it was that we asked for. Yeah, and then we have the Palace of Cups, the King of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. So this is deep healing. This is deep emotional healing right here. Yeah. Deep emotional healing. So this is where we bring the emotional piece in as well. Making our emotional home, right? Because this is a physical or a place, whether it's a place in our minds, a place within ourselves. And we've got that home card that's been coming out quite a bit too, right? Feeling at home in ourselves, making our emotional home a place that we want to be, being at home, expressing and feeling our emotions. Even if sometimes we have to, we may have to withdraw our energy a little bit and feel into them alone. It's like being comfortable doing that. And I love how we had Saturn in Libra and now we have Jupiter in Libra, right? So we went from the lesson to the blessing, right? And the blessing is that deep healing and learning as we become more and more comfortable in our emotions, in that emotional space. We then come into an energy where we don't necessarily always have to retreat to feel our emotions. We can share them freely and openly with others. We can share ourselves emotionally, right? And that, of course, leads to this. All right, you guys, that is beautiful energy. I love it. Let's get one more card. I want to get one more card here before we close. The Two of Cups. Love coming in. Yes, they wanted one final message, and this is that. This is, you know, we got the swans here, we got the cups here. So this is deep soulmate love. And this is like you coming into this place of emotional healing that allows you to be open to this as well. Right? Which is gorgeous, right? And the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, which I love the Strength card in this deck. It's my favorite card in this deck. It's so beautiful. So powerful, right? Yes. And this is, of course, when the Strength card comes out, one of the major things it represents is taming the beast within, right? The beast within our hearts, the beast within our minds, especially. And so that is extremely appropriate. And see, she's got the triangle over her face here. Mind, body, spirit, balance. That balance energy coming through, coming through, coming through. Yeah, I really love it. I really love it. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous energy, you guys. All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, with this Two of Cups, it's like we got that romantic energy going on today too. So get with the romance, and if you want to, it's a beautiful day for that. And if you have no one in your outer reality right now to romance yourself. I say this all the time. I really love it, and I have absolutely done this at different points in my life. I still do this sometimes, right? We always talk about be the partner that you want to have. Be that for yourself, but it's like take yourself out on dates. Spoil yourself. Romance yourself today. And as you do that and you bring that energy into your reality, it will ultimately attract somebody else who wants to do that for you. But we don't need anybody else to do that, right? It's nice when they do. It's nice when they're there. But we can also do that for ourselves. So get romantic, get dreamy, get fun today. Really embrace this beautiful healing and this beautiful balancing. This balancing that's going on. We are training our minds. That's a big energy for 2021, right? Training our minds for this next, for what's coming, right? So that we can use them so they are always an asset and no longer a liability. All right, I love you. I appreciate you. You guys know the drill. If you like this video, hit that like button. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. My email is also down below. If you want a private reading, if you want an energy reading, if you want an energy healing, if you want any of the different things that I offer, please go ahead and reach out to me. Drop a comment. Let me know how this is resonating. I love hearing from you guys. This is beautiful energy today, as it can be every day when we utilize it in its highest vibration. Love you, appreciate you, talk to you soon.